So I actually clicked this backup now button within the backup screen to cause the backup to start. And we should be able to see that the job is in progress. So if I said view all jobs, I can see that the backup was configured successfully. And now the backup is in progress. So we're going to wait for this to complete. Now, hopefully that doesn't take too long, but we'll come back in 10 or 15 minutes and we'll see how long this backup takes, and we'll do a restore from that point. So believe it or not, it actually took 5.5 hours for the backup to run. Now I don't know if this is normal for this VM, but that's how long it took. Now you'll see that the normal VM tried to start at 8 o'clock as I had scheduled it, and that backup actually failed because this backup was already running. So what we can do with this backup, if we go back to the backup, we will see that we have a section called Restore Points. Okay, and we have an application consistent backup already available for us. So if we wanted to restore this virtual machine to a point of 5:47 p.m., we can do that. The way that we do that is we choose these three dots and we can say Restore VM. Now we have two options here. One is to create the virtual machine, which is an actual instance of a virtual machine, and the other is simply to restore the disk, which is the VHD files, in a network consistent manner. So if you've got certain settings into your storage account, virtual network service endpoints, etc., it'll restore the disks into the same storage account, and then you can start up the VM from there. But if you want to just get a copy of this virtual machine going, create a new virtual machine. We won't get into replacing the existing virtual machine if we want to wipe it away and have the disks just go back to 540. Let's create a new one. So we'll call it SJD new VM 004. The same resource group. It's going to run on the same virtual network in the default subnet. And the staging location, it's going to use a temporary storage account in order to do some of its work, and it needs to be a non-premium storage account. So it needs a typical hard disk, spinning platters disk. So I'm going to choose this existing one, or I could of course create a new one. So if I click the OK button, it's going to create a new virtual machine based on the backup from last night and with those properties. And just like that, we have a brand new virtual machine, VM004, that's running in the same configuration, same operating system, same size as the V002 VM. We go back up here, we can see that the VM is still there, still running, but the VM4 is now up. So we did a backup and a restore.